All right, everyone. So this is take two. I know you're all frustrated with having to wait. I'm not going to apologize because believe me, as frustrated as you are, you can multiply it by 10 for how frustrated I am. It's just the poor internet at school. And I had a busy night tonight, so that's why I made the video before I left. But here we are, making the video at 9:08 p.m. So I kind of introduced angle of depression, right? The most important part of this is that the angle of depression is congruent to the angle of elevation because they're alternate interior angles. Okay, so we're going to draw a picture for question number 5. It says a lifeguard is sitting on a platform looking down at a swimmer in the water. So I'll draw a picture similar to the one in the example. Here's my lifeguard on a platform. Okay, and he is looking down at a swimmer in the water. So here's my swimmer. Yeah, I'm not an artist. If the lifeguard's line of sight is 8 feet above the ground and the angle of depression to the swimmer is 18 degrees, how far away is the swimmer from the lifeguard? Okay, so the line of sight is 8 feet from the ground, so this distance is 8. Right, that's his eyeball height. And the line of depression, angle of depression is 18 feet. That means that the angle of depression is formed between the horizontal line of his eye level and looking down at the swimmer. So this angle here is 18 degrees. All right, so again, we're coming back to the most important part. The angle of depression is congruent to the angle of elevation. Right, so I'm going to remake this triangle. I'll use a different color, something darker. So here's my 8. Okay, here's my hypotenuse and the horizontal distance that we're trying to find. Okay, and if the angle of depression is 18, the angle of elevation, if it was from the swimmer looking up to the lifeguard, is also 18. Okay, so we're trying to find the horizontal distance. That's the x. Okay, and we are given the opposite and the adjacent. So we're going to use tangent. Tangent of my angle, 18, is equal to opposite, 8 over adjacent, x. Okay, and I'm not going to spend a lot more time solving this for you, but we do x equals 8 divided by tangent of 18. Okay, hopefully you're getting used to this, which is a number. So I'll get out my calculator. And I'm going to do 8 divided by parentheses 18 tangent equals 24.6. Okay, so that's 24.6 feet. Okay, and the other question that I did that I guess you didn't get to see was number 7. I thought it was the hardest one of the 4 for angle of depression. Number 7 has building A is 480 feet, building B is 654 feet. If the angle of depression from the top of building B to the bottom of building A is 42 degrees, how far apart are the buildings? Okay, so this is building A. It's 654 feet tall. Nope. Building B. Sorry, it's late. Okay, building A is 480 feet tall. Okay, so the angle of depression from the top of building B, let's see here. From the top of building B to the top of building A, and we're going from the horizontal distance, right, the parallel line here, is 42 degrees. Okay. How far apart are the buildings? That's my x. Okay, so coming back to the most important part, right? I told you that the most important part was this. The angle of depression is congruent to the angle of elevation. So I can rewrite this triangle. And here's my angle of elevation, 42. My x is the same. Okay, and I have to figure out my vertical distance between the two buildings. So I'm taking the height difference between building B and building A, right? So I'm going to do 654 minus 480. Which is 174. So this is 174. Okay, so I'm given the opposite and the adjacent again. If you guys haven't noticed, you almost always use tangent. I will say the tangent of 42 equals opposite 174 over adjacent x. Okay, and I get x equals 174 divided by the tangent of 42. Okay, if you need to know how I got that, go back and watch the other video. 174 divided by parentheses 42 tangent equals 193.24. So I'm going to say 193.2 feet. All right, so that was it. It was a short one. I thought it was 8 minutes long, but I guess it's more like 15. So please do the ones that I skipped. All right, have a good night. Bye.